What is up? Oh, this music's so bad, I apologize. It's royalty free though, and I do like to listen to music while I trade. But I also want to be able to put the recordings up, so I'm in like a catch-22. So we gotta stick with bad music for now. Alright, our first trade will probably be on AMC. I'm waiting for a pivot down, so we already broke this support, and gaps are like magnets. So I charted this earlier. I asked if anyone could gauge where C would be, and I said it would double bottom off the 50.85 or come down to the 50.4 to 50 range. And it looks like it's going to come down to the 50 to the 50.4 range, so that's kind of where we'll try to take our first trade, because options are trajectories. So when the stock's flying in the morning, the implied volatility, it's saying that the stock is going to go like this, right? So that's what the option pricing looks like. That's not good. We don't want to buy that. We want to buy the C zone. So A is down, B retraces to the 50 to the 85.4 range, generally the 60 to the 70 something range, 61.8 to 70. I can't see it, whatever. But yeah, and then C will come down to 1 times the length of A generally, or it'll double bottom. So it's trying to double bottom here, but there's not enough buyers. Don't worry, Nils. There's trades every day, my man. So at this point, I'm going to turn off extended hours. I don't want to see it anymore. And yeah, I'm just going to chart some ABCs on stuff and see if we can find some good entries. This will be where the big buyers start to come back in. So that's kind of where we look to enter. This is still a bull trap. So at this point, I'm going to pull up the options that I do want. And see how expensive these are. We can chart that in a second. I'll show you how. But we'll be going for the 53 or 54 call, which is kind of expensive on a $500 account. But I have a lot of conviction in this play, so I'm not too worried. So I just pulled up that actual option. If you bought it this morning, you're already down 50%, right? That's not a fun spot to be, and that's why patience is so important when you're trading options. People like to buy here, they like to buy here, they like to buy here. I kind of avoid that middle zone, and that's why I had an invalidation number. If it broke through the 50.4, then I'm confident that it'll go to another high. But if it doesn't, I'm looking for a C entry or a double bottom entry. Volume's too low right now to expect this to pivot from here, so we're actually waiting for C. Option pricing was in a single day. I gotta turn this music off, it's so bad. Option pricing in the single day was from 2.8 down to 1.9. So don't buy it up here when you're buying calls. Wait for a nice entry. So decreasing volume, but it's still increasing in price. This could be the pivot, but again, I don't want to enter early. And look at all these resistances we have to get through. Whereas if we come into yesterday's low or close, there's going to be a massive amount of buyers, and that's where most of the shorts will close their position. So this is my watch list I usually trade off of. We'll take some looks at what's popping today. SPY almost filled the gap, and that's going to be a good spot to pivot from. So when we get down to here, I'm going to create an alert, and we'll probably take a SPY position because they're really cheap because they have 3 days a week options. So we'll take the Monday option. So I want at or below 451.3, and that'll give me a little ding if that goes off. But yeah, I'm pretty patient with everything, pretty calculated with most things, just because I've lost a lot of money not being patient. Yeah, we could have gotten that 20% move here, but I'm looking for more than that. So it'll probably come to fruition around 11 or 10:45 to 11. And then it'll go boop, like that. So yeah, I kind of just looked through my entire watch list. Let me pull up the chat so I can see what everyone's saying. All right. Hello. So yeah, it's starting to lose momentum again, and then I suspect that we'll break this support and it'll fill the gap completely, which isn't a bad thing. It's just entering the buyer side of the market again. And as an options trader, you really want to be careful where you enter. You don't want to enter in the seller side of the market, otherwise you're gonna have a massive decrease in your premium cost, and then bag hold the whole day, hoping it comes back, or take a big loss. Either one of those are very unlikable. How do I know? Oh, I kind of just gauge it by ear, like what's most realistic. So I'm not looking for them to print. I'm looking for the momentum shift. So I would go the 53 or 54 because it's going to have a very nice response to any big momentum shift. Whereas, if it still goes down, it's not going to just plummet like anything above that. Lower risk, lower reward, the closer you are. So yeah, I think SPY will actually be our first trade for the day. So here's what I'll do. I'll pull up the SPY chart. I want to trade the daily option, which is December 13th series, because it's very cheap. And I want to go to, hey, what did we open at today? 449. So I'll probably trade the 448 call, because that's very realistic. So go to the trade tab, pull the 448 call, copy it, and I'm going to put it into a watch list and then chart it. So we can do the same thing, right? I can pull this call up. It opened at $1.50, right? And right now it's trading at 20 cents. So don't want to buy up here. That's where I bought my put, which went 200% on the runners. But I was out at 60%. 80%. And then, yeah, just gonna wait. So here's AMC. It's finally doing what we want it to do. I know this sounds, counterintuitive. We only want it to go to the moon, but we actually kind of want it to build a downward trajectory. So same thing, I'm going to pull up the AMC call I want, which is the 53 or 52, 53 or 54. So I'll copy that one. I'll put it into my watch list over here. And then now you're going to watch this break a support, come into the buyer side of the market, and then we'll enter. Same thing for SPY is the goal, but it's teetering here. So this is where buyers are starting to come back in, and you can tell by the price action. This was all bearish. This was bearish too. It's a bull trap. So A was down, B up, C down. So if we do the math on that, we can just draw a high to the low with a trend line, and then activate it, and pull it over to here. And you're going to see it kind of pivots right at that zone. But because we're in a gap, we're looking for the full gap fill. It's got 1% left in the gap. So we might actually enter this a bit early. And then I'm watching the volumes come in. And then on my other tab, which you can't see right now, I have Unusual Whales' stuff open. So here comes AMC. It just broke another support like we expected, pivoted where we expected. Everything's logical if you let it be. This is just apes so eager to get back in, and they're trading into a market that just had a bunch of people start to bag hold. So everyone starts to sell their position here out of fear, and then the shorts come in, right? And now we're touching a gap, so we want to see if it fills the whole gap, which it likely will. And the AMC option price opened at this one, the 53 call, it opened at 3.2, and right now it's trading at 1.97. So little things like this will save you a lot of money. Jeez, my stomach's gone. So it's still chilling on everything. There's really no rush in this. So there's more volume in the sellers still. What's up, Vigilante? You probably did good, my man. We'll see how it all pans out, though. So the actual expected C, if you just do 1 times the length of A, was 50.35. But because we're in a gap, and gaps are like magnets, I actually have my C zone all the way down to 50.14. And that's where I think we'll start to see a massive shift, hence the drawings, which usually pan out for me. SPY, the same thing. We're in a gap. We haven't filled it completely. There's still more sell pressure than there is buy pressure. And that'll shift once we enter the buyer's side of the market. It's not going to free fall today is my read. Yeah, I'm only really looking at 2 options right now because I'm only capable of looking at like 2 charts at the same time. So now I'm just trying to get the best possible price. One of them is going to be really cheap, 0.2, and I think it'll have a nice reward. And the other one's going to be at 2.02 right now. I'm hoping to get it around 1.8, so $180, and the other one's $20 times 100. So we're starting to see volume increase as it's picking up, but it's still in the gap, so still fearful. SPY's finally doing it. Do it to him, SPY. And that option's down, a bunch more again, which is what we want. The trade is going to be SPY 913 448 call. I use Thinkorswim. Still got that 1% on the gap. We don't like that. We want the gap filled. So these are the scripts I use. One of them shows the VIX. One of them shows if it has a gap up or down, how much of it's remaining, and one shows the volume for the day. I pretty much don't trade with indicators. I just use the ABC shit. And then supports and resistances to find my entries. My exits, I usually use trailing stops. It looks like it wants to take this, so that trade is already up, 30%. We don't want that, so we're going to wait for a cool-off period because it's so far out of the money. With not that much time, we're going to find it a lot cheaper, but we are going to enter the SPY, or rather, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm going to enter the SPY one soon, so I can just click buy over here, and then I want to get it around 0.18. So I'll buy 3 of them just because it's a cheap trade, and that'll be our first trade of the day. And then we'll use a trailing stop once it starts to go green, because you can see right here all this volume starting to be bullish. This is going to be where it pivots. Volume precedes price action, so I'm going to take one of the 3 that I want to get at 0.21. So I'll enter that now. And then that way, if it continues to go down, I can average down a little bit. But that was our first trade of the day on the 500 account. And again, I want to get it at 0.18, so I'll buy 2 more at 0.18 if we can get it there. Or 0.17 would be even better. But yeah, the volume's starting to pick back up. This is bottoming out. It should make a nice pivot from here. So I'll get 1 more at 0.19. It's not going to get filled. So I'll get 1 more at 0.2. So the position is SPY 9, so it's today is 9/13/21, and that's the 448 call at 0.18 to 0.21. And we're already green again, so look at that, we're making some money. I only bought 2 of them, by the way. But yeah, that's the first trade that we've made on this account. So we'll see how it pans out. I still want to get a third, but I don't want to get it below or above this unless we start to break out, which it should actually happen relatively quickly. Nice, Matt. So yeah, we're starting to break back up. The price is going to start to increase drastically. Shorts will start to close their positions because we're bottoming out. And then we should see a retrace to at least this resistance. So this is where we'll start to trim, is the 447.27 mark is where we'll start to sell our position. And we're looking for, 20% a day is the goal on the 500 account. So it should be 18 trading days to get to 25K. And again, nothing I tweet is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't put that on me. Don't you stick that knife in your leg, Ricky Bobby. So we're chilling here. AMC did start to do what we want. It bounced off the expected C, which was 50.4, and the option pricing is decreasing drastically. So the SPY call is doing pretty well. I think we're up a lot, but yeah, that's kind of how I gauge entries and trades. Is I'm pretty patient with everything, and I wait for volume increase at an expected C zone. So we saw the volume increase. I mentioned that, and then I only got 2 contracts because I want to save my $500 for the day, so we can do some more trades, which are educative. But we should be up. We're up 34% on it. Okay, AMC's doing what we want, boys and girls and people. Yeah, let's take AMC here. So we're gonna get it at 1.93. No, we're not. We're gonna get it at 1.95. No, we're not. We're gonna get it at 2. So our second trade of the day was AMC at 2, and then so we'll see a volume increase on this candle, and then it'll start to pivot back up. But those are our 2 trades so far. They're both green. Okay, now it's time to manage our positions a little bit. For SPY, we're going to create the closing order on it. So we're going to sell 2, but we're going to use a stop, and we're going to put the stop up to 0.27, right? So, or 0.26 is safer. That way it stays green forever, and it won't sell it unless it's at that 0.26 mark. For AMC, we're up 5% on that. And those are our 2 pivot zones. We've spent half of our trading value for the day, and we're up $35 on the excuse me, on the 500 account. But yeah, this is where we'll start to see volume. So like I said, we want a volume increase, and we want to get it before it actually increases. So you kind of have to understand this stock a little bit, and then you'll be able to pick that stuff up a little easier. I hope everyone liked those 2 trades. We could do more. I got $250 left to spend today. So for the AMC one, I bought the 53 call expiring this Friday at $2. It's currently trading 2.05. We're looking for a test of 51.69, which would put it up to the $3 range. And it's back to 205. Not going to spend any more money on that. But yeah, those are the trades. So here we go. SPY is starting to go down towards our stop, which is okay, right? I'd be okay with my 39% gain, you know. So AMC is doing a little bit of a pivot on us, but that's okay. So SPY, I'm going to get stopped out here, I bet. But this is volume precedes price action, so you could actually just, if you haven't taken the AMC one, not financial advice, you could average into here. For SPY though, we should be good. It's not hitting my stop yet, but it's getting close. So we don't want to get stopped out because I want to sell it up here, but I also never want to let a green trade go red. So that's kind of why I just got stopped out of SPY. So that trade was 2 contracts at 0.21 to exiting at 0.26. So that was a 30% gain or something around there. And now we can always re-enter into it if we want to take the same trade, but this protects your gains. AMC volume price action. Volume came first. Here comes price action. So SPY, we're gonna do another trade on SPY, but this time we'll probably enter a little bit higher. So now we're looking for resistances. These resistances will tell us, what's a good spot that the bulls will come back in, because we did shift bullish, but there's still massive resistance at the 446.7 mark. So we need to pick up more buyers. So this is the range that we'll look for, and when we enter again, it'll be cheap. So volume, price action. Give it a few candles. So I'm going to pull my SPY position that I want back up to my other chart where I can see it. And now I can easily just click the buy button and I can re-enter. It's trading at 0.24 now. But I'm taking a big look at, do I think it'll pivot here? No, not really. I think it'll pivot down here in this box. So I'm not going to enter it until it does. AMC's starting to do what we want. And then SPY is also doing what we want again. But yeah, we'll be out of $500 pretty quickly. AMC will take longer to come to fruition, and it's a bigger trade, so we really want that one to pan out because I only have $500 total it's pretty risky to use a third of it on a single trade, but I have a lot of conviction in AMC, so it's not a bad idea, right? We're back to green on it, and then we'll look to exit it around the 52 mark. It'll be about a 50% gain. So SPY pivoted where I didn't think it would. So we'll just skip that trade. Are we green on both the trades? So volume precedes price action. It's a big one. If I was trading with my real account, I wouldn't have put my stop so high on the SPY, but because I want to enforce good habits with everyone who's new, I did put my stop that high. But yeah, it's up almost 100% from the initial entry for anyone who is still in it. So we'll see resistance here at 51.25, but there's the volume, and then there's the dip, right? And then here's the price action, volume, price action. By the way, we gauged C at A, so pretty dope. Damn, I got 200 viewers in here. That's sick. That's sick. SPY call is up now quite a bit. So, same thing. We're gonna want this trade to stay green. So we'll adjust our stop loss up. So yeah, we did find some resistance here. That's expected though, so no panicking. There's 100% on SPY for anyone who took it and held it. Yeah, pretty dope. It's just an ABC corrective pattern that I kind of identified over my years of trading, and it's pretty much the only thing I use. I actually put out a PDF on it if you guys want to take a look. It's pretty sick. Alright, dope. I'll take a look, Chandy. So the real volume will come in when we break 51. This is Vigilante's playlist. So if you hate it, blame him. So is this an ABC, guys? So just draw the line, grab it, bring it over. Did it pivot at C? Yeah. So we're going to take another SPY position. This time we're going to buy it almost 100% higher than we had it before, but we have a lot of conviction in the play. We're seeing the volume come in. So it's now at 0.36. I want to get it closer to 0.3 though. And because it's so far out of the money with very little time, it's very volatile. The price will go quick one way or the other. But yeah, I'll trade a lot of SPY because it's so cheap on the dailies and we have such a small account to play with that it's nice to get these very small contracts where you can get, you know, cheap entries. But they're risky. Everything's risky with options. So AMC's back to only 5% green, but that's okay. We're still chilling. And now we're taking a look. If this bearish volume starts to overwhelm us, then we get nervous, but it's not, so we're not nervous. Yeah, I'm going to take it at 0.38. It's probably not the best entry, and we might regret it, but I do want to get back in this because volume, price action. So let's see if we can get it at 0.37. And we'll just take one. And then that'll put us at $217 left for the day. So I just got filled at 0.37, and that's just one contract. It'll probably dip a little below there, but it'll hold this support range is my anticipation. And then if it goes to 0.3, I'll grab another. And AMC should take off in the next, say, 7 minutes or so. So I'm going to grab another of the SPY at 0.33. 0.34 is what we're get. So those are our, this second SPY trade I took was a little more expensive. But that's okay. Damn. Because it's so early in the week, everything's still too expensive for this account, so I can't really trade NVIDIA. And here goes AMC. So SPY's starting to bottom out. We don't really want to lose money on this trade though, so just be careful if you took it. There we go. And then I'm going to add my third SPY one at 0.32. 0.33. Nope, 0.32. Maybe I'll get filled, maybe I won't. AMC's doing what we want. So let's go, baby. So yeah, there's a little resistance zone, but each time we break one of these, the shorts, right, they're going to panic to get out of their position, and that's when we'll see these big volume spikes, like right now. And that position's now up, a nice 10%. And the SPY one's moving in our direction again. And that's kind of how you trade options, at least how I trade options. And then I still have 150 left for the day, but I've already traded a lot in just an hour. I'm not used to trading with such a small account. So we'll kind of hang out with that 150 because I can't use anything that I've closed. Otherwise, I have to deal with margin, which would mean I can only trade 3 trades a week, 3-day trades. But yeah, we should be sitting pretty soon, boys and ladies and apes and people. Alright, I turned my mic up. Is that better? I got filled at 0.32 on my AMC one too. So, we're sitting pretty. I got filled on my SPY one at 0.32. Yeah, my setup's kind of shitty. I apologize. I don't really want to invest too much more into it, but I'm waiting on some nice new stuff. SPY just jumped to 0.36, so we'll hit our 20% goal today, I'm pretty sure. This will go eventually. Yeah, I did down for that, Vigilante. So now it's just a waiting game, and it's like keep your shit green. Don't let good trades go bad. Once they go very green on you, just start adjusting your stop loss up. SPY is gonna give us some resistance, but that's okay. I'm still bullish. Starting to cup and handle. And then we'll get some resistance broken, and then volume will start to splash back in on AMC. But we didn't want to buy it up here. We didn't want to buy it up here. We actually got pretty close to our preferred entry, and that's why we're up 10% on it. It's just a patience thing. And there goes AMC, so it's about 15% right there. And then as it starts to jet up, the implied volatility will shift back to this trajectory. So each resistance zone we break, we'll see a spike of volume and a jump up to the next one. If I had multiple contracts, I would start trimming it, but because we only have the one, we're not going to do that right now. SPY is going a little down on us, but again, we're in a cup and handle, so I'm not too worried on that one. This is a 3-minute chart. I think I missed an ABC on SPY here. Yeah, whatever. It'll come back. So we got this resistance to break over, and then we have room to run to 51.7. But we're still up, a nice 10% in just a little bit. Yeah, it's hard. You're probably not going to get perfect entries ever. You just have to know your conviction on the trade, and then if you're trading something volatile like a daily, which means it only has 5 hours left before it's worthless, right? So we're fighting the time decay too. So those will be really volatile. But yeah, just stick with your conviction and then have a stop loss. Too expensive. Hello. Look at that, we're starting to go red because of our SPY trade, but that's okay. We have conviction. I don't really want to add more to SPY though, just because I put out my rules. I only really averaged down once, and I already averaged down, even though I don't really listen to my rules all the time. It's really good for someone new to trading options. So I'm not going to average down, but I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever you want. And we're starting to see big volume come in again. So volume, price action. So this will be our exit zone on SPY. And now we're fighting time. how bad my computer is, just bugging out. That's so funny. Alright, SPY's low enough to actually average down here. So I have $150 left. We're starting to dip down, so I'm going to add 2 more contracts, and that'll lower my average. I'm going to add them at 0.27. And this should be the cup and handle. I didn't get filled. But will I? Yeah, we're cup and handling. We should be good on SPY. We just need it to curl back over, and if it doesn't, then we'll exit for a small loss rather than letting it go to 0. Not every trade will be a winner, but when you enter at lows, you're much better off than when you enter at highs. There's SPY. So I'll just cancel my entry order and then take that 150 back. And then if we get up to this zone, I'll exit it for a nice little gain. So this was the resistance zone that we were mentioning on AMC. But we have a lot of time on this contract, so even though it's cutting into our gains, we're still 5% green, and unless we see a massive volume surge, we're not going to be, at least I'm not going to be too worried. We're starting to see volume increase on the SPY call, which is a good thing, so we can kind of just chill on everything. Let's find another play, I'm getting bored. I think I'm going to take a put here. So I'm on C, which is Citigroup. It's one of the banks I like to trade. And the $70 put's trading at 60 cents. So I'll buy a single lower it to 1, and I'll bring it to my watch list. So copy it, put it over here in my watch list. And the reason is we're at a resistance and it's trading with no volume, so it shouldn't be too hard of a trade to take. So I am going to take this at 0.62. Oh, it went up. So the middle is 0.64. That's where I'll enter. And then I'm going to add, now that we're back to the 0.26 range, I'm going to add a single contract to the SPY one. No, I'm not. It's dipping hard on me. So yeah, this isn't doing what I wanted at all. So I'm probably going to average down because that's what I do. I'm not going to really count the first average down, but I'll buy 2 contracts now at 0.22 or 0.21. No, I won't. This is getting bloody. Is there news? That's the next thing I want to look at. So I'll click live news. And then at 10:45, yeah, this is bloody. So I am going to average down here at $2. I'll get 2 contracts at 20 cents. If I can get filled. There we go. I got filled at 0.21 for 2 more. And that'll come back pretty hard on us. So our Citigroup put, that's doing pretty well. We bought it at 0.64, and that's the actual low of the day. So now we're seeing how high it can run on us while keeping it green. And then we just need SPY to start to pivot back for us. That's a lot of sell pressure, but I don't think it's enough to break us through anything. And if it is, we just exit it for a smaller loss now that we averaged down a little bit. If that makes sense. Look at that, I only have $42 left. Yeah, we should get out of the SPY trade. But you don't want to exit a weekly or a daily while it's in the downward push, or otherwise your price will just be fucked. So if it breaks this support, we'll exit. And then if it doesn't, we'll try to exit as it comes back up. But again, I'm not sure because there's no news on this why we're tanking here. But yeah, we should get out of that. AMC's tanking too. What's happening? Well, the gap was fully filled. It crossed my alert, and now we're down a solid 56% on that one. We're up 18 on Citigroup, 20 on Citigroup, and we're down 5% on AMC. Because I bought so much SPY, we're actually down a little bit of money on it, but I'm not going to sell here because it's going to pivot back at least a little bit. So don't do this. It's a really bad idea, but I want to salvage this SPY play, so I'm going to add a single more contract just to get my average a little lower. Citigroup might be our saving grace here. 420. We're down almost 20% on the first day. It's not ideal, but I'm really not too worried. I think we got this. And if I was smart, right, I would have had my stop loss in, but I didn't. So I did sit through that whole loss, which is something you should really never do on options. So anyone in the Citigroup play, we're up our 20% here. Now we'll look at the chart and we'll see what's going on, right? Do we want to exit this here? No, not really. It's sitting in no man's land. I think it can come down to here. 70, which would be a nice little gain. SPY, we needed to see it pivot back to green, which should happen this candle. Otherwise, I'm just going to cut it as a 50% loss. AMC, we're almost back to green. Things are sitting good, right? We ain't worried. Citigroup, we are going to exit this trade here. So, monitor, sell. So that's a 23% trade, and just put it for the mid. And then if it doesn't fill for the mid, we'll go for the natch. So 0.76, 20%. SPY's pivoting back to green, so we're good. We should be able to salvage that trade. I didn't use my average downs very effectively. AMC's back to green. We're looking good on that. We just need SPY to pick up, and then we'll be sitting well. But yeah, this happens, right? The market's a little shaky right now. I didn't trade with my stop losses properly, and that's on me. But I haven't really ever traded live in front of people before, so this is new to me too. So my average cost on SPY is for 6 contracts was 0.26, and now we're trading 51% below there. And I would like to get it back to green, but that's very unlikely. So we're sitting with AMC at 0.075 loss. SPY is crushing us. Should have stuck with my put plays, but it happens. And we're coming back. We just need a nice IV push to get out of this trade. No, I won't put any more money into SPY. It's a bad trajectory. I'm just looking to get out of it for minimal damage at this point. Okay, there we go. It's starting to come back. What we don't want is a 5-wave push down on AMC, so that would look more similar to this. 49.65. Wave 5 is usually 1 times the length of wave 1, but I think it's an ABC, just didn't pivot where we needed it to. Plus the market sell-off put a lot of fear into everything. The VIX is up to 20, and it was 16 a few days ago. Yeah, my stop losses, George, are usually 30%, but I didn't play that one pretty properly on SPY today, obviously. Yeah, I only have $30. Can't really trade anything. SPY's going back green. It's up to 0.15. We're below our 50% loss mark now. Sorry for the panic attack there, if anyone had one. I'm pretty even keel about trading just because I've done it for so long, but yeah, I should have had my stop loss and I shouldn't have averaged down here. Anyways, though, we are going to exit this trade whenever it gets back to the 0.2 range for a small loss. And then we'll try to hit our 20% still on the day through AMC, unless we see massive volume start to come in from SPY. But we have resistance here at 445.7, and we have resistance at 446. So it's a lot of bears to get through, but SPY is pushing back on us. AMC's just kind of chilling. And then there's big buyers coveted for this. They're not usually always right, but it's not a bad thing to see. I'm chilling on SPY for a little bit. Water. I drink water. I don't have any money left by Power Hour. I'll be done streaming in a few minutes. Or rather, whenever these all pivot back green. Hate losing money, but I have a lot of conviction in SPY right now, and AMC should start to jet. We didn't touch another low, so we bottomed out, so that's scary for shorts. And it doesn't look like we'll take the 5-wave path. So we're green on AMC, red on SPY. We made 25% on Citigroup, and then 30% on our first SPY trade, which is a little smaller. That's why we're lagging, as I didn't incrementally trade properly. But life's good. I'm not worried. We should see a nice green day. Yeah, we're doing it. So we're at 25K. If we hit 20% a day, which obviously probably won't happen, that'll be about 18 trading days, 20% a day. But more realistically, it'll be about 2 months, just because there's going to be days where you don't get a good green day, especially on such a small account. It's hard to fix any position that you took bad. But on a big account, right, it's pretty easy to fix those positions. So we're back to green on AMC. SPY's slowly picking back up. SPY we have minus 40%, AMC plus 2. Citigroup was $14 profit on a $70 trade. I mean, on a $64 trade. SPY's doing what we need it to do, though. We don't want it to curl here. We need to see a nice punch through. So I'm pretty nervous on the SPY one, but AMC's sitting good. It's crazy trading with such a small account. Brings me back. I gotta ease up on my entries earlier in case I need to fix anything. But so now we're down 30% on SPY. It's, much nicer feeling, and we're almost back to green on the day. We just need AMC to take off, which I still expect to happen. Pretty soon, actually. So SPY's doing good. This is going to be a big push the next 20 minutes. So this is the resistance zone we need to break through. We did see another high here. That's good. And then, we're sitting much prettier. $53 end of the day. I like it. Alright. I'm not sure what this sell-off was. It's so low volume. You're sitting pretty in the blue. But yeah, we're down 28% on SPY now, so if we want to start to trim, we can. I'm going to hold a little bit. Cool. Yeah, bro, we're gonna crush it. I'm sure of it. It's a lot of red. So we're down 25% on SPY now. Chilling on AMC. And then we're hoping to get back to green on SPY, honestly. Yeah, we should be okay. So this is where I start to look at the bearish trading thesis. The bears could try to ABC this down all the way to 444, but the volume seems largely bullish, so I think that I'm okay on this trade. AMC just popped off, so we're back to green on the day, almost. And then there comes the bulls. But I'm really nervous on SPY. Not nervous on AMC. So yeah, next few minutes I said here, we're starting to see that. We still have a lot of resistances to break through, but the more supports that we hold, the easier it is for bulls to justify coming in. SPY's dipping on us. I'm about to get out of SPY. So I have 6 contracts. My average price is 0.245 or something, 0.25 I think. And we're sitting, pretty low on that. I don't love that, but I'm not seeing any volume in this push down, so I'm not convinced that it's really going to go down from here. You have to think of everything as a battle of the bulls and the bears, right? The bears right now have like a 2-minute advantage, but the bulls have been getting all of this increased volume. So what we're hoping for is a strong pivot from here to the bullish side, which would make all the shorts close. AMC's sitting fine. So I'm just making an alert on Fastly. It's been doing nice, on Las Vegas Sands. It's been doing nice things, but it looks like it's curling into an ABC. So I'll create an alert and then maybe enter into a call because it has pretty cheap calls. So crosses below. Yeah. SPY's doing what we need it to do. And then this should actually continue up to this mark, so 446.84, and that would be green on the trade, which is what we want, right? We want to get out of this shit green. AMC's chilling. We're up a nice 10% on that again. And we're almost back to green on the day. We're looking for 600 though from a 500 start, so we're just going to chill. And then here comes the massive surge of volume as we break through this. It's going to force everyone who shorted to start to close, and then these people who shorted will start to get nervous. Do it to him, SPY. I need this. SPY's being an asshole. this is the battle, right? This is the battle of the bulls and bears. The bulls want to see us see a lower low, and the bears want to see us a lower low, and the bulls want us to bottom out hard. It's pretty up in the air to me right now. I don't really know which way it'll go. AMC's doing wonderful things, chilling on that one. And then we should be green in 20 minutes or so on the day. So yeah, they shorted again here. So it'll probably drop to this support line and then pivot back up, something like this. I am gonna, just because I don't have anything else to trade the $30 on, I'm gonna get a couple more SPY contracts. That'll bring my average closer to the 0.2 range, and then I'll be pretty easily to get out of this green. I think I can afford 0.14 for 2. Yeah. And then I'll put my stop at 0.1 just because that's shitty if I don't. So yeah, I'll get filled any second on this SPY one. .14. Do it. Lunchtime will be good for us actually, because it's red. All the people who are sitting in, working a job, they'll come back and they'll buy the dip on everything. We're not gonna get filled on SPY. There we go. Yeah, we'll be good. Golden, baby. AMC's gonna rip, guys. Someone just bought 15,000 shares. We just need volume to follow through on this SPY push, and then it'll come right back. That's gonna be bullish. Alright, we'll get our 2 contracts at SPY, and that'll be the entire trades for the whole day. So we'll do 0.13 for 2. And then we'll move it up to 0.14 because we didn't get the 0.13. Fill me. Fill me. There we go. Alright, we got 2 at 0.14. Volume precedes price action. I'm happy with this. And then AMC kind of doing what we expected, right? And then this will push it back to a support in the buyer zone. And then it should see a nice increase. SPY might just fuck us for the day, but I'm willing to take that risk. This is the test tick. I don't like sitting in red trades. That's why this one's giving me grief, especially because I spent so much $500 on it. So hopefully it pivots back up. Our new average is 0.22, so I'm looking to get out of this green, but I need a strong IV push or something that just does really well for us, like a full continuation. But we're going to see strong resistance at 446.8, so that's probably where I'll trim most of my position, and that'll lower my cost if it's above the 0.22 mark. And if it's not, then we'll get the fuck out of the trade. AMC is going to take off. I'm very certain on that one. There's just too much hype on it. So even though this is a bearish volume, it's holding all of these levels wonderfully. So I'm not worried about that one. SPY's giving me grief. I don't like this. I can't even average down because I have $500 to work with. But yeah, we'll chill on SPY. I'm gonna go make a smoothie. I'll be back. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back in a little bit.
every time you love it just seems like it heals all the pain. And every time I talk to you it feels like I'm going insane. I just need gold on my chain, I'm crying in rivers it rains. So boy, what a day, I get all this shit, I get paid. You ain't getting nothing today, and I'm running away. I know I want you, but I cannot trust you, you just want the fame. Like Juice WRLD said, yeah, all the girls, they are the same. But I don't know why I still love you, bring me pain. They're all the same. Cause it's you. Cause it's you. Cause it's you. Cause it's you. Yeah, it's you. The one that gets me up, but the one that bring me down. You're my drug, like any drug. You're bad for me in the end. Hey, I try to fix my problems, but I cannot fix them when you're not by my side. Codependent, that's me. But this way I will never be free. Cause in the end, I only got me. But right now it's you that sets me free from my pain. Cause it's you. Cause it's you. Cause it's you. Cause it's you. I've just been so lonely. I've been so damn lonely. These niggas acting phony. Acting so damn phony. Just get out my way. Swerving through lanes, I be drifting away. And I can't complain, swear that I be okay. We are not the same, no, I'm never gonna change. I just keep going, no, I've been so broken. These niggas done changed, yet they knocking my flows in. All smiles, can't tell that my heart just been frozen. Stay low key, now don't cause no commotion. That's just for promotion, raw is my emotion. These songs that I'm composing, stay fire, that's cause I'm chosen. And I don't do the boasting, but all she do is post them. She like me cause I'm open, and I ain't off the potion. But I might be crispy like a white tee, meditated like Tai Chi, keep a check like Nike. Can't find a nigga that's like me, but I see fuck niggas that's high key, plotting on me most likely. Can't fuck with me cause I'm icy. I've just been so lonely. I've been so damn lonely. These niggas acting phony. Acting so damn phony. Just get out my way. Swerving through lanes, I be drifting away. And I can't complain, swear that I be okay. We are not the same, no, I'm never gonna change. I'm leaning on the fixture, and I've been off the liquor. Sipping on that Remy with the Henny with a mixture. They follow me like scripture, and I've been getting quicker. Been had the upper hand, I hand-to-hand it like we never gon' fall. All my brothers on call. We forever gon' ball. No, it's nothing at all. I've just been so lonely. I've been so damn lonely. These niggas acting phony. Acting so damn phony. Just get out my way. Swerving through lanes, I be drifting away. And I can't complain, swear that I be okay. We are not the same, no, I'm never gonna change.
Alright, so Spy's being a slut. But lunch, like I said, will be good to us. That starts in a few minutes. We're sitting at 0.05%. We need a nice big push, otherwise. So it did bottom out here too. We just can't see another breaking of a support or I'm out. It's just that simple for a losing trade. You try to make back your money, but you also have to be realistic. I can't hold this forever. It only has 4 hours left. If we don't see a nice push up during lunch, I'll cut my losses. For AMC, how we doing? Nice. Do it. So yeah, if it breaks this support, I'm just gonna cut. Should be a massive loss, right? I don't want to take a 60% loss. That fucking sucks. And AMC is gonna go. So it's sitting on the support. This is the moment of truth. Slut. So yeah, that was bad positioning size. I had 2 winning trades today, 1 losing, but I'm down money because I didn't position accordingly. So for AMC, that should be good to us. For SPY, we're sitting at a 0.09 low, but we're seeing these massive volume increases, and it's not fully breaking the support, so I'm chilling for a minute. Lunch, come on, be good to us. Yeah. Sellers came in strong on AMC. We'll see what the buyers can do. We might take a loss on the first day. Brutal loss too, but that's okay. Tomorrow's another day if this doesn't pan out for us. SPY, we need a pivot. Need a pivot here. And it's just breaking supports. Was there any news? Democrats plan, meaningful change on to cap on salt deduction. What's salt? There we go. Yeah, what's up, Chuck? Jesus. Alright. What a start. Are we right? So I'm gonna get ready to get out of this. Never on a down push. Always on the up push. If it breaks through this floor, fuck it. But yeah, not ideal. AMC is gonna be our saving grace, I'm pretty sure. Spy's gonna fucking just ruin my trades for the day if I don't get out of it soon. But I don't want to get out of it while we're in this down push, because the trajectory is down, right? So the option pricing is trading that way. If we can get any sort of upward push and break, say, any of these resistances, the pricing will almost double back to 0.16, which we'll see in a second here. Yeah. And AMC is gonna go. It's got to. So we will make a mark for an ABC though. And then for tomorrow's trades, we'll distribute the pricing much better. So yeah, this will come back probably to here, and that's where I'll start to exit unless we see massive volume come in. Because that would mean we finally bottomed out, but this has been just a slow bleed, and again, we're fighting time because it's a week daily expiration, so that's not an ideal trade, but we're starting to see it go back to the 0.1 mark, and that's a good feeling, and volume's picking up. Yeah, man, I'll be live every day, and this is just a off day, not a beautiful start. But we're not worried. Retail, come on, lunch crew. Yeah, give me something. I'm about to cut my losses on SPY. It's just not a good feeling to be red with 200 people watching. There's no volume to back this. We're starting to see volume here. Our price is coming back a little bit. AMC's up a good amount. It's just going to. And then SPY's just holding us back a little bit. So AMC's finally doing what we wanted it to do. SPY is not, but we're back to green on SPY for the day, which is good. Lunchtime volume's not bad. And then we're down $50 on the day because of bad trade management. But again, I'm still going for 600 today. We'll get there. Volume, price action. I want an impulse to 54. That would be dope. It's so dope. Sweet. Price action. Good volume for both of those. This could actually turn into a green trade, which is the crazy thing because we're trading it daily. It's just so volatile. I probably shouldn't have put so much money into it. AMC's up 10 or 15%. We got 30% on the Citigroup trade, and now we're down just waiting for SPY and seeing how AMC pans out. I might swing the AMC position, and then I might exit SPY pretty soon, but I want one more big push. That would just be a beautiful thing. It would put us to the back to fucking even on the day mark. What was what called a SPY call? It was a 447. 448. I think I've only taken 3 trades. It was AMC 52 or 917. Those are the trades I've taken today. SPY's just fucking crushing my gains for the day. AMC's doing fine. I'm hoping SPY comes back a little bit before I just totally bail on it. There's no time left, so I'm probably exiting soon for a fat loss on that one. I put too much money into it. Just because I'm not used to trading with $500, I kind of forgot to incrementally go with everything. But yeah, 4 winners, 1 loser. The loser happens to be my biggest trade of the day. She gonna burst. It looks like it might rally, but it also looks like it might dump. So I'm like very nervous about SPY. I want to exit it soon, but I want to stay green on it, or rather get back to close to green, because I'm just down so fucking much money right now on that SPY one of my 500, right? So if we look at the trades, 16% on AMC. Citigroup, I was in at 0.64, out at 0.78, so that was probably a 30% gain. And then SPY, right now I'm just sitting on a $100 loss, so I'm waiting for this to pick back up a little bit because I have 8 contracts. And then if it does, I'll get out for a small loss or hopefully break even. Otherwise, that'll pull my whole day down just because I didn't manage my position and use a stop loss. But it looks like it's gonna pivot, honestly. Yeah, but I'm trading it daily, so I'm running out of time. And because I'm at the 448 call, like that's a long way for it to go. So the probability of it landing in the money is getting lower and lower based on the time. So even though we're seeing upward movements, we're not seeing much reciprocation in the option. So we really need a spike. And if that spike hits, I'll exit for a smaller loss. And then AMC, we actually just ended in the money, and we're 20% up right now. So that's good. And then SPY's doing its thing finally. It just needs to break this fucking resistance zone, and then it has room to run to this box here, and that's where I would hopefully get out of the trade. Do it, baby. There it goes. Lunchtime rules, never doubt them. Retail, they work, right? So 12 Eastern time is a great time to buy if things are red. So SPY was red here, so a lot of retail is going to come in and pick up the dip. I don't know if that'll hold through that long, but we're back to almost even on the day, and then we're doing wonderful on AMC. Can't stress the AMC one enough. I think I'll probably swing it till tomorrow. SPY's gonna hit 0.14 in a second. So I'm going to trim my position soon just to mitigate any potential further losses, but I want that. So it's back to the 0.14. We're almost back to green on the day, and I want that one big push up, which we'll see if we can curl right over this resistance. This resistance zone is at 446.27. If we can break through that, it'll put us right up to this resistance zone here. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to see. There's no fucking volume. It's really bad. They're going for 0.14, which is beautiful. Probably dip and then come back up. Yeah, I didn't really consider I only had $500, so I put way too much into SPY here, and now I'm like, fuck, I wish I had more money to put on the SPY, but that's not the challenge, so we're chilling a little bit. It should be okay, but it'll probably won't ever be a green trade. It'll probably just be a smaller loss. I think it'll impulse out of this range, up, like that, and then it'll probably bounce here off pretty hard. So that's where I'll probably trim. And then if we break the 0.09 mark again, I'm just going to exit. So yeah, we made it. Followed my little arrow here finally. And now we're hoping that we hold this support. And then we'll see a continuation. So we want SPY to bounce off of this bullish trend line, and if it breaks it, we're in for some shit. And then this is the bearish trend lines that we have to deal with. So you can see we broke one and that's not what I want. It impulsed. So we're back to, they're trying to push us back under the bearish trend line right here. And the bulls want to maintain this bullish trend line. So this is where buyers and sellers shake hands, is what I would call it. And it's going to make a big move one way or the other in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So AMC bounced off of the support, and now it'll try to push back through the high here, and it's getting a lot of volume, so we're looking okay. SPY's doing shitty things. It's going to make a big move in a second though, and I think it's going to be to the buyer's side. That's why I'm still holding on. And it'll impulse because they're running out of a bearish thesis. Now the next one will be a resistance, so it'll be up here at 446.4. So yeah, we're starting to do what it needs to do, and it won't increase in price unless we can break over this because we're running out of time. So I'm really nervous about the SPY one, so I'm watching it so closely, whereas AMC, it's just going to do good things. Don't really need to watch this one. pop. Intraday high coming. And it is starting to do what we want. And then if it curls right, it'll start to impulse. Because that's the bulls versus the bears, right? And if it breaks below, it'll sell off. That's what happens when two trend lines intersect. It's a battle. And this will confirm it. If we can get any sort of volume spike here, it'll just fly back to the 46.5 range. And that's where we'll definitely look to get the fuck out of this. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, but the flow's shifting bullish too, so I'm kind of chilling. It's very risky. I should probably close a lot of it just to make sure I don't drop 20% the first day of this, because that would look pretty bad. Even though we had a bunch of winning trades, right, I didn't manage my positions correctly. So I didn't really follow my own rules, so now I'm sitting here suffering through that. And although I think it'll shift bullish, I don't want to wait for it to. So this is the volume increase that we need. And we're starting to see higher highs again. So I do think we're okay on SPY. But time decay, right? Time and theta, they're just chipping away at this. It was cheaper, you know, to buy the contract here than it was to buy it here. Can we do it? This is the moment. So they lost this bearish trading thesis. And now we need to find the next one that they're trading on. They don't really have one. It's just resistances. Whereas the bulls have held this one pretty well. So we should actually win the bulls versus bears battle. Am I still in AMC? Yeah, of course, bro. That one's sitting up 15%. So, we actually have a bullish volume divergence, 2 of them. So I'm more inclined to believe that this is a bear trap rather than a bull trap. Even though this is going to decrease a little bit here, I'm going to chill through this. I wouldn't if you only have $500. I would exit the next spike up. So I have AMC pivoting here, just from my own intuition of watching this stock move forever. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it on SPY here before we fuck this up too much. I hate losing trades. I'll sell 2 of them at 0.09. Then I'll have 6 left, and I'll kind of try to get rid of those higher, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. This isn't ideal. We're breaking supports, which is just fucking awful for us. So, yeah. I'm trying to dump 2 here. Let me look at Wales' flow real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna exit 3 of the 8 contracts I have at 0.08. Big loss, but it's better than not exiting them and having it go lower. Bad trade, bad management of the other trades. We'll definitely notice that for tomorrow. Ooh. So we got a news. That's what came out at 35. $12:35 Eastern time. They gave a midday ETF update. Broad market ETF higher. U.S. stocks mixed ahead of August inflation's report. Crude oil advances was the update. So that wasn't very bullish. We have an order to sell 3 at 0.08, and they're not filled yet, but they should be. But yeah, so now we have to go back and put the new trend line in. I'm taking my order out. I'm sticking with it. Come on, SPY, give me some love. I am gonna start exiting them. Not an ideal spot to be for the SPY bag here. So I'm selling 2 at 0.08 if I can, and then I'll have 6 left. And if we pivot higher, we'll still have money to make back. So those will get filled any second. And then if we don't pivot back, it is what it is. But I don't want to bag hold these till much longer. We only have 3 trading hours left in the day, and then they expire. Held these so fucking long. It's very upsetting to me. So yeah, we'll get filled at 0.08 right here for 2 of the 8 that I have, and then we'll see how the other ones do. Nah, I don't want to sell them. I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't know how to deal with a small account when I've fucked up the position size. But they will get filled any second here at 0.08. I'm going to leave that order in for 2 just to get $16 back. So yeah, 2 were filled at 0.08. Now it's going to go up. Fucking always does. But that's okay. We're chilling. Oh, 1 was filled. Alright, so we have 7 left. We're down $90 on the day. And I want to make money today. So how do we do that? Do we leave these to run? And hope for a fucking pivot, which is seeming unlikely? Maybe. They're not even selling. That's the issue. We're starting to see higher highs, but it's becoming so improbable to see a 0.4% move that they're not selling at 0.08. So we have one bullish trend, and then we need to figure out the bearish trend and see if it's worth staying in this, if that makes sense. Let me pull up the chat and see what you guys think. What's up? AMC? We're up quite a bit on AMC. I'm gonna chill with the other 7 contracts on SPY. I need to get some of that money back so we can end the fucking day green. And I don't look like an idiot on day 1. Because honestly, that's really upsetting to me to have had 4 green trades and then just this one I let go so bad, right? That's such a fucking unforced error. So we're chilling. AMC is up 20%. We got 20% or so. I think it was 26 on Citigroup. We got 20% on the first SPY trade. The second SPY trade just did me dirty. And I did not manage it properly. Alright. Fuck yeah, let's go SPY. So I'm happy I only sold 1. We're back to 0.1 here. Shit, this is stressful. So much pressure. Fucking awesome, Amy. I'm glad you made money. I did not, because I fucked it up on the second SPY trade. But I have 7 contracts left. AMC is testing 52 for the 1, 2, 3, 4th time here. I like that. So volume precedes price action. We should actually see a push up to 52.2 now. SPY is chilling at 0.09, and it's slowly starting to rise. We just need a big IV spike to get the fuck out of SPY, and then we can end the day green. If we don't get that, it'll actually crush my whole day, which is not an ideal feeling. But yeah, that's where we're sitting at. I have 40 cents to spend on my cash account. I've used way too much money on a SPY trade. I didn't really realize how little $500 was. But we're back to 0.1 on it. And we're at 432 out of the 500 start. We're up. We had 4 trades total, 3 of them green, 1 of them red. Mismanaged my increments on the red trade, so now we're fingers crossed waiting for a pivot here as the lunchtime lulls finish. Retail came in as expected. I should have exited here. I didn't. We saw bad news and then a drop, and now I'm chilling, hoping for some pivots. AMC needs one more push test, and then we'll see a flying. I'm going to sell another at 0.09 because I do need to start getting out of this position if it doesn't go green on me. AMC just broke support and then landed our next support. We should see a pivot off of this, but this will probably be an ABC, so measuring this length and then putting it at the 0.6 mark will probably push us down to this resistance at 51. So it would look more expanded to draw it for you. More than likely we see something like this. SPY's not doing bad. We're still holding this, but we need a reason for it to impulse, right? And the only bearish trend line I got right now is this guy. So there's a good chance that we don't see it here because the bears have a reason to short. But if we can break through and hold this to here, the bulls have a shallower trend line, should see a continuation. So I'm down to 6 SPY contracts total, and we're starting to see what we need to see. But again, I don't want to let the SPY alone break the day, so we're gonna relax on the SPY. AMC did bounce off of that. Now I'm expecting a pivot, just to illustrate it. I'll do a little box. Expecting a pivot in this area, and then a pivot down in this area. SPY flow, taking a look at Wales's stuff. It's actually shifting very bullish. Cool. SPY's finally doing what we needed to do. It broke through here. Now we have resistances to play with, and more than likely it won't break through them though. So I'll probably sell another contract at 0.1 and be down to 5 contracts. Cool. So this is slowly but surely making sure that I don't let this single trade blow my day, but I also want to give it a chance, right? So that's why I'm selling them one at a time, because it could very well pop right up. The flow is shifting bullish. Which is wonderful. We're up to 0.12 now, which was, regrettable to sell at 0.08, but we didn't know that. So we're going to just chill and then hopefully get the day back green. AMC should have some big moves coming up. So it did pivot at B as we expected, right off the 0.16. So then we'll chart for C. If it doesn't pivot down here, it'll break right through and continue to highs, but I'm still extremely bullish on the day, so I'm not worried about AMC at all. And for SPY, we are now up. Fuck you, SPY. We're now up to 0.15% green on the day for SPY, which is giving the bulls a lot of confidence. And then this should actually, if we break through this resistance, it should push us right to this box, and then we'll be back to green on the whole day. I do not want to end the first day red, but more than likely we're not hitting that 20% green mark because of the single SPY play I took. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm going to slowly sell some more as we start to test resistances, but massive volumes coming in here. We don't know if that's bullish or bearish, though. Back to 20% green on AMC. We're in this resistance zone still, so we do need a fat volume spike to push us through it, like that. So I'm going to sell another SPY at 0.12, and that'll give me 4 left. But again, we want to stay green on the day, so it's safer to sell incrementally rather than deal with them dipping back down and giving us a shit hard time. But yeah, for tomorrow I will actually calculate the size of positions I want to take, and I'll space them out a lot better. but we should be good. We missed a killer Tesla play, but I don't have any money for Tesla on this account. It's just too cheap. People are bullish. People are bullish on SPY. They're buying the dip for this specific contract, which is, you know, very, very risky. It's $2 out of the money, but that means I'm feeling okay. AMC, we are now up. Fuck yeah. So for AMC, we're up 26%. We had a almost 100% play on the first SPY draw. We had a 30% play on Citigroup, and now we're just hoping that SPY itself doesn't drag the whole day down, because I lost $87 on that specific trade. But yeah, these are the emotional swings that you'll deal with trading options. Super fun, not really, but life's good. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. They're holding their value, even though it's dipping. It's surprising. Dude, copyright music's so bad. He reactivated his account. That's so funny. GameStop's up a nice solid 5.4%, but they had that massive dip the other day. We're chilling on SPY. I think we'll be okay. Life's good. AMC, we're up 20%, and we're in the money almost. SPY, it's getting bought hard, so I like this, but it's starting to curl down, so we need to see this bar break above 46.24, otherwise I'm fucking out of this trade, and we'll count on AMC to bring us back to green, which I would not be surprised to see at all. It should start to blast off soon. We're actually holding support levels and just breaking to new highs, so we really only have one more resistance left, and then it's room to run to about 56. SPY, do what you need to do. There we go. So like I was saying, right, it's curling down, which is bad, but as it starts to break up over it, it's no longer bearish looking chart pattern, and this should be the one that pops us up within the next couple minutes here, is my read on this. So I haven't sold any more. Let's see how many I have left. I canceled that one trade. I have 5 left, and we've lost $87 on the day. And we're trying to make that less than what we've gained on the other trades, obviously. But yeah, so it's starting to do what we need it to do. So I'm going to sell one more at 0.13 if we can get there. Fuck yeah, let's go. Of course, Neil, have a good one, brother. Volume, price action. Let's look at it on a 1 minute to make sure it's all bullish volume. Where we see the big buyers. Yep, so this is still a bullish continuation. And now we're happier. Jake's happier. JP's happier. So this was an ABC. So A was down. And then we can just draw this over to here. It didn't actually pivot like we needed. It's not an ABC. This close. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of SPY. I'm gonna sell a couple more at 0.1. And then I'll have 3 left. That way, the max I could lose is $30 more. So 0.11 is what I want. That's what the intrinsic value of it is. I need it to either pivot hard here, or I'm just done with it. Calling my loss on it, and we'll come back tomorrow. AMC, wonderful. Let's go. Let's go. Support? I don't like support. I think it's gonna go to 14. I like Zev and I like IronNet. IronNet wouldn't be a bad one to buy today. I don't know what this is. It's got a lot of volume though. Whoa! Was it a squeeze play? Alright, so I have a total of 4 contracts left on SPY, and we're down because I've sold. It shows a different price, but we lost almost $100 on SPY today. The other ones should bring us back to even. That's bad trade management to lose that much money. That's on me. I'm going to drop to 2 contracts left on SPY. 0.09 is where I want to sell the 2 here, and then I'll leave the next 2 to run. There's just no reason, because it's so time sensitive now, there's no reason to keep holding it for, the possibility of an even bigger loss. It's just not a good feeling. So we're going to try to get out of SPY. At least I am. Well, this was not exciting. It has to pivot off this support, right? Or we just lose even more money, and I don't want that. Yeah, I'm gonna sell 2 more here. I have 2 left after that. 0.08. So it is pivoting off of this support, but now there's just so many bag holders in SPY at this point that it's just getting unlikely that we see a strong push without some unforeseen news coming. And I don't like to trade unreliably. I like TA. So I have 2 left. We're down $40 on the day. I think that we could actually be very green though with AMC doing what it's doing. We're up 30% on AMC. We hit 30 on Citigroup, and I think it was 30 on the first SPY, and now we're just shitting the bed on the second SPY. So I have 2 left. I'll keep those rallied here. I'll probably sell them, to be honest, any second now. That's volume. Price action coming. Yeah, I'm going to cut out a SPY. So these are my last two. I'm just going to sell them at 0.08, cut my losses, and then see what everything else does. Alright, so we're pretty much done trading, so I'm happy to go over chart requests now. So yeah, I cut out a SPY just because it's not worth holding it any longer. There's no time left on them. I pay a little bit of money per order. I think it's $1 on one side. Let me take a look. So if I buy a single, it is, oops, that's 10. Sorry, I'm used to trading on a bigger account, so 10 is usually my one. If I buy a single, it is 65 cents per side of the trade. You can switch to being cash only, so pattern day trade does not apply to me now, but I can't use any of the funds until the following trading day. But if I let's say I swing this AMC position into tomorrow, I would be able to close it tomorrow and then use the funds again. And then anything I close today, I can use the funds tomorrow. So anything I open today, I can access those funds again tomorrow. Yeah, there's just no reason, right? So, I mean, there might be a big push up. I might regret closing them, but there's no reason for me to stay in that position on such a small account. I should have exited it so much earlier, but I am not used to trading on a $500 account, to say the least. Let's go. So yeah, now we got AMC left. It's the only position we have open. Tomorrow we'll manage our trades a lot better. We'll do the same thing, but we'll make a lot more money. Today we should be able to see us break even, is my guess. Because as soon as we break through this resistance, there's really, I'll show you what I mean. So if I go to like a 4-hour chart, oh, that's a 27 minute. I clicked 4 hour, but it didn't go there. So I go to a 4-hour chart. We're at this point, right? And then the next resistance zone's really not until 56. So we're trying to break through the 52 resistance, and then we have room to run kind of to 56. Which could absolutely happen today, for the record. But yeah, we'll go back to a 6-minute here and see what's going on. So we're at the intraday high, and we are up quite a bit of money on that trade. 36%. The only losing trade we had was SPY. We had 4 winning trades. I just mismanaged my position on the last one, and then I held it too long. My watch list is always the same. I feel like you can, but my computer's not that good. See all the little mouse things just jumping around there? That's my computer being shitty. Let's take a look. Lulu first. Well, that's a crazy fucking gap up. What the hell? They crushed earnings. So not unexpected, though. So this looks like an ABC to me. Just on a larger fractal, right? Everything's like a Russian doll. It's all fractals. So my entry for Lulu would be down here. I'll actually create an alert. That way, if we see it on the live stream, we can take this trade. And that's at 412.38. I think AMC's gonna rip, guys. I think it's gonna rip in a second. We're trading too high. Shorts are getting so uncomfortable. If they can't break supports, it's just going to fly. And I mean fly like a big candle, probably to the 54 range. And then we would be at our goal, haha, of 20% a day. But yeah, we should be okay for the day. I'm not really that worried. I did need to get out of SPY though, just because I didn't want to continue to hold that. But if you were smarter than me, you actually made money today because you managed your positions better, and you didn't take all of your fucking marbles on one shitty basket. This is the moment. Can we do it? Sorry, I get excited by shit like this. I think it's gonna fly in a second, that's why. No, I haven't really read any books. JB does. He recommends one. It's like technical analysis or something. I read into Elliott wave theory, and then I kind of conceptualize how stocks move in 3-wave patterns. So on my larger account today, I had a 80% play with a bunch of money, and then I just stopped trading for the day because, you know, there's no reason to continue to trade. On this account, I nailed this ABC, and now we're hoping for a much larger continuation up, which is kind of determined in the next few minutes here. This is the battle at a resistance zone. The next resistance zone is about 54, so we would jump up almost 2% if we can break through this, and my read is that we will. And then the other stock was not Lulu, it was Lulu and Peloton. Yeah, those are both great stay-at-home stocks, and well, Lulu's not, but Peloton is. That might pivot down pretty hard. So this could be an A, right? B, we'd expect to pivot anywhere in this big fat box, but more ideally in this. So let's change the colors to blue. I don't know why that's not on top, but But yeah, they both look like they're in a very strong bull trend. AMC wants to pop out here, but the bears are fucking panicking, right? So they're all shorting the stock, and the bulls are running out of steam. So it's really going to be interesting to see what happens here. More than likely, we'll see a push down and then back up. So back to support range, so to the 52 mark, and then up. The reason I say that is because it's been almost the full 6 minutes, and we're seeing downside. But the good news is there's no volume in this bar, so that's indicative of a bullish continuation. GameStop just crushing it today. Luckily, we got a SPY. It's down to 0.06. Yeah, once I saw it start to curl here, I lost all of my conviction in it. Which is surprising because I was watching all the other big names, right? And they're not doing that bad. But AMC is going to be beautiful for the rest of the day. That should bring us back. So, right, let's just say that this is A. We'll draw a fib retracement from the high to the low. B, it pivoted in the expected zone, which is the 0.618 to the 0.72. And then C would be 1 times the length of A from the top of B. So C would put us where I was anticipating at 52 flat. And that would be a strong continuation from there. The other alternative is we double bottom at 51.12, but the longer you wait on an option, the more the trajectory flattens out. So we just double bottomed. But yeah, I could label that all for you guys. So A, B, C, and this happens on every single fractal. Like if we look at a 18 or a 9-minute chart, that's how I got this morning's. So A, B, C. We'll do another fib for you. So high to low on this one. Pivoted in the expected zone. Lo and behold, right, we'll draw a trend line to get the length of A. And then grab it. Lo and behold, it pivoted exactly at C, right? Cool stuff. So then you look at other technicals, right? So we have a strong chance of double bottoming. And because we're on a 9-minute here, you can't even see what happened, but if you go back to the 1 minute, you'll see it. So there's the A. B's for bull trap. The bulls came in too early, and now it's entering back into the buyer side of the market. And for our C zone, we're going to do the actual expected C, which is 52. And then we'll do it all the way to the double bottom, and then we'll go to the support below it. So that's it. That's where you would want to enter if you think that there's going to be a continuation. And then the continuation should have enough steam to break us through this resistance. So yeah, it looks like it truncated, which means it came short, and it double bottomed at the 52.12. No, it didn't. It's going to go to C. So again, our expected C is 52 flat. Yeah. Almost everything I trade is Elliott wave theory, to some extent. there's our C zone. The fuck is APP? No, don't do Apple. So that's not a 3-wave correction, that's a 5-wave correction. And 5 is usually the length of 1, similar to how A is usually, or C is usually the length of A. So that would put us down to the 148.15 mark. And then same thing, because I want to catch it on stream for everyone, I'll create an alert here at or below 148.13. So yes, SPY's just doing bad things. It actually broke the day's support. We exited here, which is nice, but obviously I did not trade that properly. AMC, it is pivoting where we wanted it to. So back to a 3-minute so we can see again. We should see massive volume start to pick up as soon as we curl over 52.23. Go to 1 minute so we can see even better. So here's the curl, right? And then there's the volume. I'm gonna reset my streaming computer real quick. I'll be right back.